Covering a vast 70,961 square kilometers, Marsabit County is Kenya's largest county. It comprises of 4 sub-counties, that is Moyale, Saku, North Horr, and Laisamis, and is home to approximately 300,000 people. Prior to the devolved systems of governance, provision of basic services such as health and education was a challenge given the vastness of the county and the sparsely settled nomadic communities who move from place to place in search of pasture and water. This is reflected in the low literacy levels, which stands at 27.7% against the national average of 74.9%, while those who cannot read and write constitute 71.5% of the population. In addition, school completion and transition rates has been affected.
For us in this region, access still remained a major issue, and the early childhood development is the component of education that is developed.
This, coupled with absence of higher institutions of learning, is a threat to development and youth empowerment in the county, where the youth are a majority of the population. At the inception of the county government, the governor of Marsabit made commitment to improve the education sector. Over the past 3 years, through the devolved government, Marsabit County has registered tremendous progress in devolved services such as basic education, youth empowerment, sports and skills development.
The early childhood development is the component of education that is developed. By investing in this, you actually invest in the basic foundation of access to education for people of Marsabit County. And that's why we've had tremendous numbers in terms of improvement in access over the last 3 years. From 2013 to 2016, we're talking about a whopping 29% enrollment growth in the ECD centers. Numbers of early childhood development centers increasing tremendously, and the people ratio in those schools tremendously increasing over the years.
Earlier on, as we went for baseline survey, these young children who are meant to be foundation for education were learning under trees, some very debilitated structures. So our first objective was to improve the infrastructure.
And as a county, we made every effort to try and invest in facilities, the ECD facilities. Try and invest in equipment and basic learning materials in those facilities,
which has resulted into the construction of 130 new early childhood development and education centers across the county, leading to a 29% enrollment growth in those centers.
The teachers we had before devolution were less than 100, and after that now we have come and recruited 185 of them, and there is also a plan to recruit more, and also to give better professional touch. We have sponsored the ECD trainees from beginning, where we have about 145 of them that have gone through this system, and the batch that we have now are 58, and they are going to graduate in December 2016, and by doing so, at least we'll have almost half of what we require. And as devolution continues, we aspire to ensure that each of our schools will have 2 teachers per each of the center. Beginning this July to the end of June, there's a budgetary allocation of 30 million, and already The procurement system is in progress, and we are planning to feed all the 310 public schools with fortified porridge.
The Department of Education, Skills Development, Youth and Sports has launched a 4-year strategic plan that outlines the vision of the department and provides a framework for delivering competitive and transformative quality education in the county. The department takes cognizance of the role of partnerships in promoting the agenda of education, hence coordinates an equal county education stakeholders forum that brings together teachers, parents, education officers and the private sector. The past 3 years has seen this forum provide an advocacy platform to promote access to education as a basic human right.
Na mali ambao wasichana wetu wanasoma na vijana mara nyingi hawapati nafasi, hata hawatakuwa na moyo ya kuendelea kwa sababu wanachokozwa kwa class, hawana hiyo motivation na kuelekea mbele. Jioni ikifika wanaenda kupikia familia chakula, wanaenda kutafuta kuni, wanaenda kutafuta maji, wana concentrate kwa mambo ya shule dakika kidogo.
The county government of Marsabit works closely with the national government to ensure a smooth transition of learners from ECDE to primary, secondary and finally to tertiary institutions of learning. The county government has increased the number of village polytechnics from 3 to 5 in the past 3 years, employed competent staff, rehabilitated existing institutions, and ensured all TVETs have been equipped with necessary tools.
When we came in, the polytechnics were run and instructed by people who are not professionals. We have brought in people who are qualified in different trade areas. The number of trade areas that we have been teaching has also greatly improved over time. And you've seen even our girls appearing on the national television in areas of mechanic, in areas of electricals. We've encouraged much of our youths to join the polytechnic because the white collar job may not be available, so that they can easily employ themselves, they become employable.
Beleni hiyo kazi ya kama electrical wireman, tunangoja watu wa down Kenya wakiwa wanatufanyia kazi, lakini sasa sisi tunajimudu, tunaweza fanyia community alafu tunapata pesa, tunajimudu kimaisha.
These positive measures, including increase in the number of courses offered at the institutions, has resulted to an increase in enrollment of students from a meager 196 in 2013 to 324 in 2016. The executive and legislative arms of the county government are collaborating to come up with laws and policies to bolster tertiary education in Marsabit County. The County Assembly has passed a bill on county scholarship that is set to benefit hundreds of needy students who wish to pursue education beyond the secondary level, with emphasis being placed in the sectors of medical studies, nursing, pharmacy and animal husbandry.
The scholarship fund, the bill has been assented to a month ago by His Excellency the Governor. We are now working on operationalizing it. We're working with the sub-county administrators how to create the various committees that needs to be established at the sub-county and ward levels. And we've already filed the position of the chair with the county assembly for approval. So these are things that we want to fast track to ensure that our young people of Marsabit County benefit. And that's why we established a university task force that is gone round, collected opinion, to try and put together the final report for stakeholder validation and eventually presentation to His Excellency the Governor. And it's our hope and prayer that then this task force gives us the impetus that is required for us to be able to deliver for our people at the level of establishing a Marsabit University College or whatever name that people of Marsabit think is appropriate.
The county government has invested in boosting enterprise development and boosting youth employability, and in supporting and celebrating both the established and startup cottage industries, which is a potential employer of thousands of youth in Marsabit and has already reduced imported labor in the county by 80%.
I am founder of APD. APD is an CBO known as Area Prospicience Innovation Development Initiative, founded here in Saku Sub-County, Marsabit County. We have been members of 16 youths with 8 ladies and 7 men and 1 disabled. We found out that there is something missing in Marsabit. That one is a job creation initiative, youth taking their part to create job for their fellow youths. Then we wrote a proposal known as Marsabit Cobblestone project. We brought it to Marsabit County government. With the governor, we sit with the CEO of Youth and Skill Development, Mr. Sora Katelo. We sit with the governor. Governor accepted our proposal, and then they gave us to do our pilot project here at Manyatajilo scheme. The project is basically it's a simple technology that can be done by anybody, any youth. Since we have started this project, it has been employing at least 25 youths per day.
The county has also embarked on amplifying youth-led celebration by celebrating calendar events such as the International Youth Week and Day, where youth efforts are given media coverage and support is given in all the 4 sub-counties.
Citizen TV, sisi tunajiita GBN. So, ili studio ya kwanza na kuna studio ya pili hapa.
Talent is another key resource among the youth that can be harnessed to their development. Marsabit County is witnessing a renaissance in sport activities. The county youth are engaging in increasing sporting disciplines such as chess, taekwondo, karate, athletics, female rugby, volleyball, among others. Football remains the most popular sport discipline in the county, with 150 newly registered male football teams and 50 female football teams spread across the sub-counties. The growth in sports has been spurred by efforts of the county government of Marsabit to motivate grassroots sporting teams by purchasing playing kits for the registered teams, facilitating well-performing teams to join leagues and tournaments, linking promising talents with professional coaches, as well as organizing home tournaments and sport events. The county government has also invested in upgrading the stadia in the region and so far has built perimeter fencing at the main Marsabit Stadium and the Loyangalani Stadium. Funds have also been set aside to develop an ultra-modern stadium that will also serve as a training ground for various sports in the county and its neighbors. This project will be executed with support from the State Department.
Through alliance with Sports Kenya, there is a mega project will go on for that main stadium. And as a county, we have developed Maikona Stadium, we have developed Loyangalani Stadium, and we have also developed Laisamis, Namarei, Burnit, and we are going to develop Moyale in this current financial year.
Education is considered one of the key boosters of social, economic, political and cultural development of any society, and as such, Marsabit County is committed to transform lives of its constituents by strategically investing in the diverse sectors of education. And the fruits of the massive investment by the county government will be realized in the near future.